You fellas will hurry up and tune up. We'd like to start this service. You know, one of the problems associated with starting a Cowboy Church or any official ministry housed on physical real estate per se is the hurdle of overcoming a real temptation to turn doctrine into dogma. Once you start doing that and inadvertently take a wrong turn in your reasoning, you run the risk of becoming a cult rather than a communion of mounted saints. Or is that fellowship of God Squad Mounties, whatever. Once the thou shalt not start cropping up in your barn sermonettes, that old instant cash credit card question that the plastic slavery merchants used to run on TV ain't far behind. You start asking, what's in your wallet? Start looking for some new gimmick, lure, to chum the fish with. Well, let's see if we can come up with something truly anointed for you to try on for size. How about this? Adam and Eve, and for that matter, the talking metaphor, the snake, were all actually artificial intelligences molded out of mud and capable of reproduction. These all originated on some home planet run by Father God and his own house warden, Mother God. The whole interaction we read about in Genesis dealing with the poison apple tree occurred there. The planet's name? Well, let's just say that world is actually the original Eden. The delinquent life forms get fired from being gardeners for poaching apples, along with a vocal reptile who slithers along with them for the ride in the flying saucer between heaven and earth. A winged guardian star trooper with a flaming lightsaber carries out their eviction and remains stationed in orbit on permanent assignment to keep them deportees from wading back across airspace, or is that outer space, to illegally cross Eden's border ever again. So the trio gets shuttled off to Earth, where their naughtiness won't infect any impressionable young cherubim that might be floating around naked. Just to keep the couple from getting in any more trouble, though, Adam, Eve, and their descendants each get a guardian angel to clear their paths should some happen to attend any Rolling Stones concert in the Altamont Pass someday. The snake? Old Nick eventually becomes a boot camp drill instructor at the Marine Recruit Depot, teaching grunts the finer points of belly crawling while he and his team of fallen archers, as in angels, puts them through hell. Once here on Earth, Eve starts trying out her seamstress skills on fig trees and olive leaves, which don't work well if you mistake poison oak for an olive branch, so she goes and skins a rabbit instead. Her new bunny stole fits Adam's single appendage like a glove, so he has her sewed into a hand puppet. But Eve's outfit is a little skimpy. That style becomes fashionable with her descendant daughters, so that now fathers of teenage daughters have to go on vigilant guard duty to ensure that their baby girls don't forget to put on their chastity belts before taking off on a date wearing nothing but a G-string thong or something. And there you have it. Cowboy Cult, Doctrinal Truth #1, fresh out of the oven. All you got to do now is have a supply of compact mirrors that moms can open and place on the floor just inside the door sill, like a British sergeant major does on the barracks door when soldiers wearing kilts go on leave, to ensure that they're regimental. Mothers can insist that daughter dearest must straddle it momentarily before she goes out on a date. Selling them mirrors for 2 bits maybe to fastidious mommies checking for dandruff and desperate daddies hoping to expect there's something besides miracle birth after their kid comes back from her past curfew date, can bring in a sizable slice of tithe offerings during the past plate intermission quicker than lickety-split. Now, if this off-the-cuff version of gospel truth is too heretical to fit in your belief system, that's okay. Remember, televangelist axiom #1 says you don't have to believe it yourself to preach it, much less practice it. Why bother wasting time practicing at it? Most dispensers of the God spell don't need any practice. They just go through the same old routine unrehearsed.
Yep, that's right. A 1 and a 2. If all 3 are here.
What happened to the fisherman's dream when they rolled their last boat down? What happened to the dream of the fisherman when they cast their last net round? What happened to the fisherman's love when it drove him over the hill? What happened to the fisherman's dream Is the fisherman dreaming still? Tell me, did it fade away? Did it fade on down to the ocean? Did it fade away? Did it fade on down to the sea? To the ocean and the sea? What happened to the fisherman's love? Was it nowhere to be found? What happened to the love of the fisherman when it rolled into the high ground? What happened to the fisherman's love when they rolled their line down? What happened to the love of the fisherman when they laid him in the ground? Tell me, did it fade away? Did it fade on down to the ocean? Did it fade away? Did it fade on down to the sea? To the ocean and the sea.
You know, you might want to accompany your blasphemy with a little percussion, chorale backup, maybe a pedal steel guitar, and you've got a surefire hook.
Right on. Amen. Preach it.
For gaffing any gullible fish you'll lure into your stock pond.
Did it fade away?
Oh no.
Did it fade on down to the ocean?
Oh no.
Did it fade on down to the sea? Oh, to the ocean and the sea.
You know, I got to talk to that music director about his selections. Spirit of conviction starting to nibble at me. Hook, line, and sinker. Got him.
Let me help.
Give me that net. Oh man, you didn't have to hit him with a bat.
Sorry.